So, this ABC News article speaks about how the Trump tariffs are going to hit families, how they're going to hit parents. So, this article is titled Trump Tariffs: How American Families and Parents Will Be Impacted. An analysis estimates new tariffs will cost U.S. households nearly $5,000. And keep in mind that laughable and pathetic amount of money they were talking about paying parents to have children. And these tariffs in general are going to harm us by or cost us at least $5,000 more with the way things are about to increase in money, increase in cost. So, this article is talking about parents and families, but obviously, this is going to impact anybody that buys food, anybody that buys things. But this is specifically talking about parents and families right now. It says the Trump administration's tariffs will impact American families and parents, increasing the cost of many household goods, experts say. Economists and researchers say the cost to Americans will be significant, with estimates ranging from nearly 4Gs to almost $8,000 per household. An April analysis from the Budget Lab at Yale University estimates all 2025 tariffs so far will increase costs at least 3% and, on average, increase costs for the average American household by about $4,900. Leo Feler, a chief economist for the consumer research firm Numerator, previously told ABC News in early April that U.S. consumers will end up bearing the brunt of the cost of increased tariffs if new policies remain in place. Since we import about $3 trillion worth of goods, if we are taxed at an effective rate of about 30% on these goods, if tariffs are around 30% collectively, American households and American businesses are going to pay an extra $1 trillion per year, Feeler said at the time. That's about $7,700 per household in addition that we are paying for imported goods. Tariffs and the impact on baby formula and diapers. Baby formula and diapers appear not to be exempt from new tariffs so far, but tariffs on infant formula products have been temporarily lifted in the past, such as July 2022, when Congress enacted the Formula Act amid the baby formula shortage at the time. Keep in mind that we didn't have an idiot in the presidency, so he may not actually do that. Some diaper brands like Pampers diaper products are made in the US, but some of the material components are imported. Tariffs and impact on baby and kids gear. The cost of baby and children's products, from furniture and toys to car seats and safety products, are likely to increase if new tariffs continue. The Juvenile Products Manufacturer Association, the industry trade association for baby and children's products, say tariffs on critical safety products for kids, including car seats, cribs, and their components, which are often made in China, will negatively impact American families, and has urged the Trump administration to consider tariff exclusions for such products. Somebody came onto my page to say, now is the easiest time for a woman to be a parent. But amid all of this, like, why, if you have some sense, why would you have a baby right now when the costs are about to skyrocket and the political climate is the way it is? It literally makes no sense. These people are making it cost prohibitive. It's unhealthy right now, considering the way they are stripping away women's reproductive rights. But let me go back to tariffs. I'm sorry. Let me bring it back to tariffs. Tariffs, particularly those on Chinese imports, will negatively impact product categories like car seats and cribs that safety experts unanimously agree are critical to keeping babies and young children safe. JPMA Executive Director Lisa Trofe said in part in a February press release, tariffs will mean higher costs for consumers, placing a heavy and unnecessary burden on families that will undoubtedly result in fewer babies and toddlers having access to products critical to their safety. It should undoubtedly have result in fewer babies being created and born. Women should allow the birth rate to plummet to hell based on these Trump tariffs, this Trump trade war, and this dumb Trump session. Trove added that the impact of tariffs can be devastating and lead to safety risk if families turn to used safety products instead of or even forego them completely. Retailer Albi Baby, which sells items such as car seats and strollers, is already seeing price increases of about 20 to 30% for strollers from brands such as Britax, Graco, and Uppa Baby. Meanwhile, Munchkin, the brand that makes kids sippy cups and snack bowls, said it expects to increase products on about 90% of its baby gear products. A group of Democratic lawmakers, including U.S. Representative Kelly Morrison of Minnesota, has also called for exclusions on tariffs of children's products they called necessities, such as furniture like high chairs and cribs, and safety products such as car seats, which are mandated in all 50 states. The lawmakers issued a letter to the Trump administration on April 1st and pointed to past tariff exclusions for such products 7 years ago. Notably, the first Trump administration has previously recognized the necessity of excluding baby safety products from tariffs when the when the United States Trade Representative exempted some of these goods from Section 301 tariffs in 2018. The letter said in part, "We hope that the administration will take to heart its promise to lower costs for American families by taking similar action to exempt these products from its blanket tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China, and invest in American made baby safety products." Tariffs and impact on food. Various foods and household items, from fruits like bananas to staples like oats, are expected to increase in price. The Consumer Brands Association, which represents the consumer packaged goods industry that makes household, personal care, food and beverage products, said in a March letter to the Trump administration that some product costs will inevitably increase because certain ingredients, such as coffee, oats, and tropical fruits, aren't available in the U.S. While CPG companies make every effort to source ingredients and inputs from U.S. farms and suppliers, some key ingredients and products simply are not available in the U.S. Products like coffee, oats, cocoa, spices, tropical fruits, and even tin meal steel used to manufacture specialty food and household product cans are some of the more obvious examples of where lack of domestic supply necessitates imports. The trade group said in part, adding, "Similar issues impact household and personal care manufacturers in terms of specialty component parts that go into making products like diapers, cleaners, lotions, and more." The industry group doubled down on the call for tariff exemptions on certain foods in an April 2nd news release. There are critical ingredients and inputs that need to be imported due to the scarce availability domestically. No amount of tariffs will bring these inputs back to the U.S., the association said in part at the time. However, well intended, the success of the president's America First trade policy must recognize that U.S. companies that are already doing it the right way but depend on imports for specific ingredients and inputs that cannot be sourced domestically. Reciprocal tariffs that do not reflect ingredient and input availability concerns will inevitably raise costs, limit consumer access to affordable products, and unintentionally harm iconic American manufacturers. Tariffs and impact on toys. When it comes to toys, the Toy Association, a leading nonprofit representing the U.S. toy industry, told Good Morning America about 80% of toys come from China, and that the association is calling for zero tariffs on toys, which the group called essential products for children. The Toy Association renewed its call for zero tariffs on children's books and toys in late April, emphasizing the industry's concern ahead of the upcoming 2025 holiday season. The Toy Association is currently urging the U.S. government to grant an immediate reprieve from tariffs on toys imported from China so that toys are available on retail shelves and available for the holiday season, the group said in a news release. Beyond this short-term need, the Toy Association is also advocating for a longer-term solution, urging U.S. leaders to secure zero tariffs on toys through bilateral negotiation with trading partners. Trump said in a recent interview, just buy the little girls 2 dolls instead of 30. He really reduced it down to buying dolls. That's just how out of touch this man is with reality and what parents are going through. Anyways, this is just a small snippet of what we'll be going through. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. And please do not think that that $5,000 that they're trying to pay people to have babies will go anywhere except to these tariffs. Join the conversation, like, comment, and share.